Here's a scenario. You're going on a camping trip, no signal, no notifications, just trees and silence. And the one thing you actually plan for, music. So you download your playlist, premium account, offline mode, all set. 2 days into the trip, you finally hit play and your app says, please connect to the internet to continue. That's when it hits you. Not just that there's no emo music for the rest of the trip, but that you keep paying for everything and you still don't own anything. Everything today is a subscription. Our music, our movies, the software we use, the games we play. Why? Because of convenience. We don't have to visit the DVD store anymore and wait in line to pick up Shrek for the 15th time.
Really, nigga?
Instead, streaming services provide libraries of movies just one click away. We don't have to manually sync songs to our iPods every time we download a new album. Instead, we have instant access to millions of songs right at our fingertips. Game passes allow gamers to play multiple games without spending everything on a single game. All of this is possible because of one thing, subscriptions. But the thing about subscriptions is that they are just access. Subscriptions just give us the illusion of ownership. Even the language these apps like Netflix or Spotify use, download for offline, save to device, available anytime, your library is very intentional, further selling the illusion. The moment you stop paying, everything goes poof, non-existent. Your Netflix collection gone, your Spotify library gone, your cloud storage gone. We're not buying things anymore, we're leasing experiences. Now, on the surface, this doesn't feel bad because short-term convenience triumphs long-term ownership. But think for a moment, when was the last time you bought something digital and never worried about losing it? Buying software in the early 2000s meant walking into a store, purchasing a boxed CD, installing it on your computer, and owning it forever. This was true for movies, songs, and games as well. Your music CD, no matter how much scratched up, it still played. Your game cartridge, no login, no internet, just plug and play. Remember DVD menus? They added an extra layer of user experience on top of the movie you purchased. The old Photoshop was a one-time payment. iTunes songs were downloaded MP3s. These were not some bonus features that were cool to have. This is what ownership used to mean. No relying on the internet, no removing of content remotely, no recurring payments. You paid once and you were done. This gave power to the owners, and the companies hated this because this gave them no leverage and no recurring revenue. So naturally this model had to die. This shift didn't happen because we asked for it. It happened because of incentives, and this is where things get uncomfortable. Okay, so subscriptions just give us the illusion of ownership and offer us just an access instead, and we chose convenience over ownership. But that's only the consumer side of things. For the companies, subscriptions provide them with 3 magical beans. Beans, get it? Like the magical beans? Never mind. Subscriptions mean 3 things for companies: predictable revenue, higher lifetime value per user, and control. Because of this predictable revenue, companies don't need to rely on occasional spikes coming from new releases. Instead, they get a steady cash flow every month, and investors always favor that, which led to a fundamental change in how companies monetize digital products. And control, that's even better. Because of the fact that access is always tied to payments, these companies can increase prices, remove features, lock regions, kill products, and push updates nobody asked for. And also for online cloud-based services, they allow companies to collect user data, deliver targeted ads, and lock users into ecosystems. If this seems a little shady, then you're probably not wrong. But we can't solely blame the companies for this, for they are only motivated by profits. Like it or not, we are the ones who quietly made this trade one small payment at a time. Here's the part nobody wants to admit. We agreed to this change. We weren't tricked into it, but accepted it because it made sense. Lower upfront costs, instant access, no responsibility, and a frictionless experience. This gave birth to a subscription economy where everything from music, movies, software to fitness, education, and household essentials all started to follow this trend. Small recurring charges are psychologically easier to accept than large upfront sums. A $10 monthly fee feels trivial compared to a $120 annual cost. Despite being the same amount, companies exploited this cognitive bias bias. They also benefited when customers forget to cancel a service or feel too invested to leave. They intentionally make canceling a service difficult or confusing, sometimes even charging an amount for it. Ecosystems are designed in ways that once a user is invested, it's hard for them to leave because it means losing everything from storage, workflow, templates and plugins to relearning entirely from scratch. Ownership required effort and convenience removed it, and as humans we always choose the path of least resistance. The definition of buying something may have changed over the years, but owning something still vastly differs from having access to it. It's us as users who need to decide what we want. Do we want to own something and are willing to pay upfront, or just happy renting it for a small recurring fee? Subscription services made access to expensive software easier for developers, designers and engineers who need constant access to latest features and rely on cutting-edge tools that evolve rapidly. Teams collaborating across locations benefit from real-time syncing and shared libraries. For students or startups, spreading costs over time becomes practical, but it also means companies have more control over users and can remove or lock features. And for someone who rarely uses a service, paying monthly becomes overspending. Dependency on internet access and prone to price hikes also become a problem. So, are you tired of everything being a subscription? How many subscription services do you have? Tell me in the comments. If this video made you rethink about ownership, then hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.